Did you know that Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm has a podcast and that we go live every week with a lineup of shows on BND TV? Head over to our YouTube channel today and subscribe for the latest in real estate, entertainment, education, and information. Here's what you missed last week.
Told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Coach told me I can never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Hey, look, it's never miss a Monday. Wine on Saturday, wine on Sunday. But Coach told me I can never miss a Monday.
Question number 2.
Keep them coming.
Coach Mike, how can I effectively use social proof in my real estate marketing? Coach Mike, social proof. That's
Proof.
The new buzzword.
Hey, that's the new buzzword, man.
Right.
So hold up. The question is, how can I effectively use social proof? Look, you got to use it. Period. If you're in this space, you're in real estate, and you're going to grow your business, you better have people out there that can validate what you do, right? That they can verify that what you promise, you deliver on.
Absolutely.
That's at the end, because we're in a society of, we want social proof for everything.
Absolutely.
Right? When I go buy something on Amazon, bro, you best believe I'm looking at the comments, I'm looking at the ratings, right? I'm looking at the video, the unboxing videos people be doing on YouTube. You better believe I'm looking at all of that, right? When I'm thinking about a new restaurant we're gonna go to, you better believe I'm looking at the Google reviews, right? If they got anything on Yelp, you better believe it, right? And some of the most powerful social proofing is recommendations. Like if somebody recommends something to me, whether that's a movie, whether that's a TV show, again, a restaurant, a vacation spot, that's the most powerful social proofing that can exist.
Right.
So as a real estate professional, everything that you do should be based around somebody telling somebody else about their experience with you.
Right.
That you show up in such a way, such a unique way, such a out of the box way, a level of service that is next to none, that you show up like that a person can't help but tell somebody else about it. That they just gotta say, look, man, you gotta, if you got anything real estate, you better use this person right here. Right? That's where they should start. Like before you go saying, all right, I need to set up my Google page, business page, so people can do this, or my HAR. HAR has that rating system for when you close on a deal. But like before you do that stuff, and yes, you do need to do that stuff. But before you do that stuff, you better make sure that your service, the way that you operate your business, is 5-star. Right? You want to make it easy for people to be like, hey, this person really took care. The way they do business is so unique. Look at what they did for me. Like you gotta go. Like you want to make sure that all of that is in place. And then as you operate at that level, then you want to start looking for opportunities of how can I best frame the social proof. And like I know at Brooks and Davis, we created a link tree. And what we do is we compile people's experiences, whether video, whether audio, whether text, and we just dump them all on that link. So for us, Rick, we can just give you the link, right? And you can hear about it. I'm going to talk about it later. I'm encourage people to go to the link and hear what others are saying about us. But I think at the end of the day, Rick, if your service is not there, if it's subpar, then social proof is not going to work for you. So you got to get your service up to par, and more than up to par. It needs to be exceeding expectations.
I agree with you totally, Coach Mike. Like you said, you're going to have to use social proof. That is the way you show your expertise. Client service is number one. Let's make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure these people are being serviced to the best of our ability.
Period.
Period. Great answer, Coach Mike. Let's check question number 3 for us.
All right, let's go.
Coach Mike, what are some effective ways to stay motivated as a real estate agent?
Effective ways to stay motivated. Let's talk about passion, right? Let's talk about passion. So, in my presentations, a piece of my leadership training, the training that I do as it relates to leadership, and I'm also going to incorporate it into the stress management class that I'm going to be doing. I think passion is important in both of those, because what passion does is we'll find you online.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram at kate.therealtor. It is at the bottom of the screen as well. My IG is that. For hair is simply Kate_hairstyles. It's on the bottom of the screen as well. Personal page is Kate Hines. And then my TikTok is kate.therealtor. So you can follow me there as well.
All right, so you on all the platforms.
I'm trying to be.
So which one do you do? Like, do you frequent? I mean, are you very active on every single one of them, or is there one that you're more active on?
Okay, so I'm more active on Kate Hines, my personal page, of course, and my salon and the IG for Kate the Realtor. So TikTok, still trying to get the used to making TikToks and dances and coaching and all that other stuff. But the IG, I'm very active on.
That's amazing. Well, good stuff, man. Well, look, I'm going to start you off like I start off all of our guests, Caitlin, because like I said, this is about learning about what you're passionate about, what you're into. And I know everybody's already curious about the salon journey. So we're definitely going to circle that back into the conversation as well. But let's start off with, what hobbies or activities are you and your family a part of?
We're not a part of anything as of right now, but we love to travel. So I love sightseeing. I love trying different foods. I'm a foodie, and just traveling, period, and trying stuff that I never done before. So as far as hobbies, I couldn't really say what would be my favorite one other than traveling.
So, well, let's talk about the traveling thing. So what's the best place that you've been to?
Vegas. No.
That's the adult playground right there.
Yeah, but I have Hawaii on the agenda, so that's my next place I want to go for my 31st birthday. So I'm 30 years old.
Okay, good stuff. All right, and then you say you're a foodie, so what kind of food are you into?
Seafood. I love seafood. I love boiled seafood and shrimp. I can eat shrimp with anything.
Yeah. What's your best recommendation? What's your best restaurant that you recommend?
Very Jamaican restaurants. I love Jamaican, but you got to be prepared to get the sleepitis after you eat Jamaican food. You're gonna be tired.
Yeah. It's gonna put you to sleep.
Yes.
I love it. All right. Well, good stuff. All right. Well, you mentioned loving to travel, right? And before we jump into your real estate journey, you're a salon owner. So tell us a little bit about how you got into that, and I guess the story around your salon.
Okay, so it goes all the way back to when I was 23. I was living in Houston, single mom with 2 babies at the time, and I had a very bad hardship out there in Houston. So I ended up applying for public housing, never been on it before. Applied like in the whole state of Texas, and then San Antonio contacted me in 6 months, was like, hey, we got an apartment for you, 2-bedroom apartment. Rent was $50. So I grabbed me and my babies. We drove to San Antonio, and I got into hair school. I found out being in hair school, I didn't need a license to braid. So that was always a specialty that I knew how to do, was to be a braider. So I started my journey by making flyers, going into grocery stores, beauty supplies, and everywhere, passing out flyers like, hey, my name is Kate, just moved here from Houston. I'm a braider, check me out. And I ended up running into a lady who was in the Prince video. She was from LA. And she actually showed me, she was a baddie as well. She told me like, hey, you don't have to actually be doing hair in your house. There's a flea market that, you can come to and, rent a space. So I got into the flea market. Long story short, didn't last long because I wanted more. So I ended up getting a suite after that, run into a lady from Houston who put me in a business building. And I was in a suite for 3 years. And then came back and said, I want to do a salon. So I've been in a salon for 2 years now. And that was one of the best decisions because a salon it expanded my income. So instead of me just being in that one where it's just me by myself, now it's me and girls around me that's helping build the salon as well.
Wow. I mean, that is a phenomenal journey, right? To go from where you went to where you ended up, right? I mean, that's just an awesome, motivating story. And I'm pretty sure, one of the things you speak that, you're a motivational speaker. Does that kind of spur from the story, your story, and just being able to articulate that to people?
Absolutely. Me getting into the motivational speaking side, I did host 4 conferences last year. It was labeled Yes, You Can. And it's just basically me speaking life into women as well, because we do reach a hardship when it comes to children and childcare. I actually moved here in San Antonio, gave me 2 free years of childcare. I didn't have to pay a penny. Yeah. So that's what helped me build who I am today. And so by me doing motivational speaking is to help women that are going through similar situations to let them know, hey, I did it. I've been homeless. I've been, in this certain area where I was begging for money and so forth. But if I was able to pick up myself and to get into the resources that I received and do all the research that I did, you can do it too. So even if you feel like you can't, yes, you can.
Yeah. Interesting, that you hindsight 2020, right? Like you made it past and you achieved all of this. But I can imagine, the place that you were, like, how did you not give up? Like, what was it that forced you to keep looking for options, looking for solutions, and then going out there and doing whatever it took? Like, what was it that I guess fueled that in you?
First, I'm going to give the honor to God. So you have to be strong with faith in your spiritual being. And that's what basically led me on my journey, because I had to tell myself, where do I go from here? And it had to be my children too, because I was looking down at them and, they were babies in Pampers. They were like 2 and 3. And I'm like, I can't be a failure as a mother. So I got to keep pushing, and it was a lot of people that were telling me like, don't go to San Antonio. You don't know this person or who going to help you. It was a whole bunch of naysayers, but God kept telling me, go, it's your time. Go and do what you need to do. And so that's what I did. I've been here 7 years.
Hey, look at me. I'm looking in the camera. Banks don't lose, bro. Like
They're going to figure it out.
Even when they caught doing something wrong.
Yeah, they don't lose, though.
Figure it out.
Yeah, banks don't lose.
Man, what you got for us, Margaret?
Okay, yes, I have a story. I don't know how entertaining it would be.
It's very, very entertaining.
Very.
Don't do that, Margaret.
So,
Yeah,
look at Shay. Look at Shay. Like, don't start it off like that. Come on, man.
Okay.
You gotta reframe that better than
I
that.
like to under-promise and over-deliver.
No. It's a horrible approach.
Okay. So this story is called...
Amazing.
So this amazing story is called Everywhere is My Office, Evelyn.
Everywhere is my
Everywhere is My Office, Evelyn. Okay, so us as real estate agents, we out in the field a lot. So our office is on the go. Just before we got on today, I was in my office, my car.
I noticed. I was watching you the
You
whole
did?
time. Yes,
I had to roll them windows down. It was getting hot. Yes. So I was working. Now, Evelyn has this same approach. Everywhere is her office.
Evelyn.
Yes. Evelyn. Everywhere is my office, Evelyn. Okay, so apparently Evelyn says I have access to thousands of properties across this great city.
All right.
Why can't I use these properties as my office space?
Whoa, Evelyn.
Yes.
Whoa.
So Evelyn was
Stop it. Stop that.
Might as well move in.
Evelyn was at a nice 3-bed, 2-bath home that she was set to show at 2:00. Evelyn got there early. She likes to get there early to turn on all the lights, open all the windows.
How early did she get there?
Evelyn got to that property 4 hours early.
How many?
4. So Evelyn was like, you know what? I'm in Houston, it's nice outside, but then it is warm.
Baby said, this is my office today.
So Evelyn went into the property and she sat up at the people's kitchen table. It was still occupied, but the owners were at work. So she didn't have any issues.
4 hours early.
Yeah. So Evelyn was there conducting her business. Now, Evelyn didn't take into account that other agents will be showing that property. So other agents would come in and they were like, oh, we thought the owners were out. I'm sorry, we'll come back. Yeah. Evelyn was like, no, come in, take a look.
Come into my office.
She was like, no, come in, take a look. So she didn't say, I'm doing some work over here. She was like, come on in, take a look,
Yeah, we good.
So
the other agents think she don't.
The other agents just assume Evelyn's supposed to be there because who would have the audacity to set up shop in somebody's kitchen? So it's like, yeah, so they would come and go, and Evelyn was taking care of her business, talking on the phone and everything like that. So when it came time for her clients to come, she was already ready. They're like, oh, wow, yeah, we like this. And she said, y'all want to make an offer? They was like, yes, let's do it now.
So she was getting all the feedback from the other shows, other people.
Yes. See, Evelyn was smart.
Oh, is that what that
Everywhere was her office. She was smart.
Is that what we call it?
Hey, I don't know. So since that was Evelyn's office, the owners, they did have a printer. So she working up the contract.
She connected to their
paper now.
Bro.
Yeah, you can, because your phone, Evelyn's phone.
Necessary.
I didn't know these
She's connected to the Wi-Fi.
But she's supposed to sell their house.
Bro,
she has a buyer.
You're not gonna use my ink and my paper, dog. Like, I don't know you.
That's Evelyn, in Evelyn's mind. That's the least they can do. She's about to give them a full price offer. Let Evelyn borrow some of your ink and your paper. So, like I said, this is not a salacious story.
It was a beautiful story.
It
was amazing.
It's an amazing story. And real story.
We enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yes. So Evelyn uses everywhere.
Let me tell you something.
As her office.
I wish I would, bro. Like, I wish you would come in my house and start using my stuff. And you're not even the listing agent. You ain't even the person I hired.
She was very respectable. She kept everything nice and tidy.
Let me tell you something. Hey, guess what? I got them cameras in the house, though.
She did not account for cameras. So maybe she's on camera and the owners just never said anything.
Hey, the owners be like, what is this?
This is how she sells your property, sir.
Let me tell you something. I wish she would, bro. I'd have called him laws so fast. Get her by my house, bro.
So that's everywhere is my office, Evelyn.
Good one.
All right, you got a tip for them? You got a tip for the people?
The tip, when doing your due diligence, use everything at your disposal.
Including the printer.
Yeah.
Including the printer.
Everything at your disposal.
Hey, man, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce these fine gentlemen. Both of these gentlemen are not only personal trainers, but they're personal wellness, fitness experts, and most importantly, highly driven entrepreneurs. I want to thank both of these gentlemen in advance for carving some time out of their schedule to sit in with us. And I'd like to introduce Mr. James and Jordan Lynn. How you doing, gentlemen?
What's up? Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, man, look, first things first, man. It's great, man. I love your guys' energy. Of course, Larry, known you for a couple of years. We've had a chance to speak. But for members of our audience who are meeting you for the first time, gentlemen, please introduce yourself and let them know a little bit about the Lynn Twins lifestyle.
So I'll go first. I'm the older brother of the two. I'm James. This is my younger brother Jordan, and we've been in business since 2018. It's such a powerful story because even though we come from the same household, same womb, it was a part of a sector of life where we kind of broke away and did our own separate thing. Personal drama, personal issues. So it's a blessing that we're able to commune together and make money together and inspire together because we didn't see this coming at all. We had some rough patches. So
Wow.
it's a blessing to be on a solid foundation with my younger brother.
You know, great thing about studying your gentleman, not only your brand, but your movement and your business is that we all would expect with you guys being business owners and the entrepreneurs in the fitness space, that it's going to be a lot of go-getter. It's going to be a lot of hustle in you. It's going to be a lot of grind in you. But the thing that I was most impressed about is that even with all that time you put in from that standpoint, you still find time to serve the community, get out in the neighborhoods and be one with the people. So could you just, gentlemen, just talk a little bit about what it is that you guys do? Wait, hold on. Yeah, could you just talk a little bit about what you guys do from a civic standpoint and how you like to give back to the community and help those out in the neighborhood?
Yeah, so coming from a small area, community and our area is big to us. So just however we can give back, and this platform that we have now, being in health and wellness, has been great for us because we've been able to give back to the community. If it's events where we're hosting boot camp, if it's educating about health and wellness, how I can better the lifestyle, and younger and older people, we're just all for it. We're just all for it. You got anything to piggyback? Yeah, and right now, we're really into boxing and mindfulness. We started a program called the Garden of Warriors. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Bruce Lee quote. It says, "I'd rather be a warrior in the garden, versus a gardener in the war." And
Yeah.
boxing, it solidifies that you want to be peaceful with boxing. It's a very calming sport. You don't want to use it to bully anybody. It's for protection only. So being a warrior in the garden is the mindset that we want to educate young kids about now. How to be more disciplined, respectful to the parents, respectful to the teachers, respectful to themselves. This program is a all in all internal change to bring outward change, and we're trying to do that with as many youth as possible.
That's what's up, man. Now you mentioned small community. Where tell us more about the background of what community y'all come from. Are y'all originally from Houston or?
Oh yeah. We were born in Houston. So we were born in Houston. Probably around the age, maybe I was one, bro. It's probably like 2 or 3, somewhere around there. But early in our ages, we moved to Marlin, Texas. It's near Waco. So small town, population about 5,000, 6,000 people. But small upbringing, bro. Been knowing all my friends as long as I've been knowing him and my mama and dad. So small. To bring it even more home, our dad is the insurance agent out there, and our mom was our teacher in high school. So it's very small, village-oriented community.
Yeah, but see, that's what makes that, and the reason why I wanted to point that out, because what a lot of people don't understand, when you come from that kind of village, that's the energy and the personality that you treat the people with, that you come in contact with. You treat them with respect and gratitude in the beginning versus trying to make somebody earn it 10 years down the line. So that's when you come from a small village like that, that's kind of what it gives you. So that's why I want to point that out too, man. So that's a big part of you guys' personality.
So true. We've learned traditional values at a young age. We have the fire and wisdom as our elders, but also that youthfulness is inside of us for the young kids. So we feel like we're a nice bridge to the generation.